Hello everyone, this is Will with Hook and Push Strength, and today I wanted to do something a little different, not a training footage video, but just a technical thing that I haven't seen a lot of people talking about, at least one aspect of this that I kind of learned the hard way, so I wanted to share with you. As if you've seen my last couple of videos, I tore calluses on my hands, and I've been recovering from it. They're basically healed now, but the reason why is I was using a club here. This is an 8X adjustable club. It's just 5 pounds here right now. But yeah, I was not handling it in an optimal way, and I realized it's the same as kettlebell, so I'll talk about it in the context of kettlebells also. But with the club and with kettlebells, the handle should be in your fingers, not in your palm. So I'll just show it what I mean real quick. Bring my hand up. So let's say this finger is the handle of a club or a kettlebell, when you apply pressure and slide, you see all this that comes up, that turns into a callus, and that turns into a torn callus if you get repeated pressure from this rolling, sliding. Whereas in your fingers here, not nearly as much tissue there to move around. So that's where you want it to be. So I'll show you what that means with the club. So when you're picking it up in the fingers, there, not like that in the palm where it'll get caught, but in the fingers like that, and then do, you can do circles, pull over, shield cast, and then more complicated thing, mill, reverse mill, all with the handle in in the fingers. That's it in the palm. It's subtle, but you'll feel it in your hand. You'll feel this area bunch up, and then eventually, if you go heavy enough or if you do it for long enough, you'll run into some problems. So now, let's talk about it with our old friend the kettlebell here. Got an adjustable that I just took everything out of it. It's a 12 kilo for purposes of that. So again, when you're gripping the kettlebell in your fingers versus in your palm, because I can feel it already, just that extra pressure in the hands. So that applies to swing in the fingers, and then now to get a little more complicated. So now this is where a lot of them can happen with kettlebells. The swing, it's pretty straightforward. It'll stay there the whole time. It's not going to move too much. But once you get into a ballistic where the bell moves through and around your hand, the clean and the snatch, that it does go from your fingers to your palm. And so where you want that to happen is in that pop of the ballistic, there is a moment where the bell's weightless. And that's where you want that transition, in kettlebell sport they call the insertion, to happen, of when it goes from holding the bell in your fingers to now it's weightless and into your palm. So I'll try and show that with the clean. So I'll see if I can show you that moment just with a swing first of, see, there's that little moment where it's weightless. Then now to get into the clean, that little moment of weightlessness was where I put it into my palm. So I'm gonna rotate down, and then should fall into my fingers. I can do another one. Same thing, not a great insertion there, but yeah, so that no part of that was on my palm in this callus area at all. Just just right into the palm, finger, palm. Now that rubbing in between. Same thing will go for the snatch. That. And now that I'm up here, I'm gonna rotate my hand. Rotate. Rotate. So it's in the palm, fingers. Palm, rotate, fingers. Hopefully that makes sense, and that should save your hands a lot of suffering in this. Like, to be clear, your hands will get beat up. They will. That's kind of unavoidable, even if you have good technique. So if you're trying to be a hand model, this might not be the training modality for you. But yeah, so just keep the handle in your fingers here, not in your palm underneath this crease. And that should clear up at least a lot of hand issues for both club training and kettlebell training, with the ballistic nature of holding the implement in your hand as it's moving, especially as it's moving around your hand. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, or if you have any other topics you want me to cover, maybe if you want to hear more about taking care of your hands when you're training, I have been doing that quite a bit with my tears. And yeah, so just let me know if you have any questions, or if there's any other content like this you'd like to see in addition to the training videos I typically do. And yeah, so that's it for now. This is Will, Hook and Push Strength, signing off. And yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave any comments, share with your friends. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.